Love at first sight, when I looked in those eyes, all those years ago. Trips to Virginia, so Grandma could meet ya, to starting a family of our own. A few years later, a couple hairs grayer, you're still my favorite one to hold. Coffee and red wine, and turning down invites to spend an evening on our own. Like a firework in the night city sky on the 4th of July. I'll laugh and I'll cry, I come alive from the love that sleeps inside. 25 years is pretty good, but I think we can do better. I want a couple more chilly nights, cuddled up in our favorite sweaters. These old tires got a few more miles left to drive this coast. Holding your hand, living life's what I come to love the most. And who knows where life will take us, I don't really know. But I got a feeling the best is yet to show. And I kept all the memories stored up in my heart. But there's still room to make some more like we did at the start. And who knows where life will take us, I don't really know. But I got a feeling that the best is yet to show. And I kept all the memories stored up in my heart. But there's room to make more like we did from the start. 'Cause 25 years is pretty good, but I think we could do better. I want a couple more chilly nights, cuddled up in our favorite sweaters. These old tires got a few more miles left to drive this coast. Holding your hand, living life is what I come to love the most. What I come to love the most.
Danny, nearly a decade spent loving you, and each day I'm inspired by your free and unequivocal kindness to everyone in your orbit, your relentless pursuit of fun, and your drive to learn, to take risks, and to grow. Seeing you evolve into the man you are today has been the greatest honor of my life. As we move into our next chapter, I will forever safeguard our love by making these promises to you. I vow always to ensure you're hydrated and smothered in sunscreen as we adventure around the world, to say yes to trying new restaurants even if they don't offer a quesadilla, and to muster a very convincing laugh when you do the banana phone joke. I vow to stand by you with optimism and strength, as you always do for me when life challenges us. I vow to be true to our uniqueness, to relish our similarities and cherish the differences that make our partnership so special. More than anything else, I vow to love you fiercely and unconditionally for the rest of my days. Who you are, who you've been, and who you're yet to become.
Rachael, also known as Bachel. When you first arrived at that house on Shelburne 8 years ago, I was immediately struck by your radiant smile and those mesmerizing eyes that welcomed me from the bottom of the front steps. I'm so grateful you moved into that house because it was the beginning of our incredible journey together. We quickly became best friends, and shortly after we made the easy decision to take things a step further, despite the unwritten no dating other roommates rule that our housemates imposed, who are now married, by the way. We've achieved so much over the years, embarking on countless adventures, experiencing wild parties, exploring the world, savoring delicious food, launching our own businesses, and now look at us, standing here about to get married in the backyard of our dream house. I'm incredibly proud of what we've accomplished as a team, and I genuinely believe you've made me a better person throughout the years. I'm beyond excited to spend the rest of my life with you, even if that means occasionally waking up to your peculiar sleep talking. I definitely have my quirks, however, I truly feel your unconditional acceptance of me, which I know can't be easy. So here are my vows. I vow to always be there for you, to stand with you, and to support your every move. I promise to never keep score, even when I'm clearly winning. I promise to be a source of strength and comfort. In times of sorrow or difficulty, I'll be your shoulder to cry on and your safe haven. I promise to be patient and forgiving. I'll recognize that we're both human and that we'll make mistakes, but I'll always forgive and let go of grudges, focusing on the love that unites us. I'm not sure what I did to deserve such a wonderful, empathetic, intelligent, and stunning young lady, but I pledge to never take you or our electric love for granted. I can't wait to grow old and wrinkly with you as my wife. I love you, Rachel, and I always will.
Now, for as much as you, Daniel, and you, Rachel, have pledged yourself each other in this bond of marriage, and by the exchanging of vows and by the exchanging of rings, and by the power vested in me in the province of British Columbia, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Please share your first kiss as a married couple. Woo!
I'm gonna give you so much lipstick.
It has been great pleasure to introduce you the first time husband and wife, Daniel and Rachel.
You did it. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, watch for the we got a big veil. Ready?
So many of you have come from so far away to be here. And our first speaker in particularly has come far away to be here tonight. All the way from Martha's Vineyard, put your hands together for the mayor's daughter, Alyssa!
All right. For the record, I'm from New Jersey, not Martha's Vineyard. But Paulo guessed what state I was from, and he guessed Martha's Vineyard. I first met Rachel when I showed up to try out for the U-Big rowing team, thinking I just want to try a new sport. I never thought that that would be the day I met my best friend. What I love about Rachel is that when you need help, she is there and she steps up to the plate. When you need a listening ear to vent or you're struggling, Rachel always picks up the phone for me. Rach is one of the most loving people I've ever met. At the heart of her soul, she just wants to nurture all of those around her and wants everyone to feel loved. Having you by my side, Rachel, for the past 11 years has been one of the biggest blessings of my life. It is by no surprise that she would get scooped up by a wonderful gentleman. I just didn't think that was gonna be her roommate. I go over to see Rachel's new place as she moved into the Shelburne house. And we were sitting in our living room and her new roommate, Danny, came in with his backwards hat and his skateboard. Hey, my name's Danny, nice to meet ya. I then learned about cars and something called drifting, which I was like, is that racing? No, drifting, okay. And then he smiles and goes, I'm gonna go to the skate park and then see what the idiots are up to tonight. I have no doubt that your marriage will be a source of inspiration for us all, reminding us of the power of love, laughter, and unwavering support. So let's raise our glasses to Rachael and Danny, to a lifetime of love and happiness. May your journey together be filled with beautiful moments, and may your love continue to grow with each passing day. To Danny and Rachel.
Danny, you've been my best friend for 16 years. When I need a shoulder, you'll give me your ears. And when there's a lot on my mind, we'll share some beers. I'm grateful you got kicked out of your school and came to mine. Maybe it was fate, or all by design. You've always been there for me, time after time. When we first met, you had such a baby face. Walking around school like you own the place. Driving that Integra with underglow and bass. I couldn't believe you made it past first base. Danny, remember when you ate a nest of caterpillars for $100? Now you're sitting here dressed up in a tux, living a life of lux. It only took 8 years to get here, but here we are. What a significant addition to your humbling memoir. No doubt in my mind, I know you guys will go far. I'm happy it's Rachel and not with your car. Rachel, you're the greatest addition to Danny's trophy case. When he first met you, I knew he was in for the chase. Look at you, sitting there, glimmering with grace. I can see Danny's ego reflecting from your face. Danny, I love how we solve engineering problems with limited tools. Innovative minds breaking all the rules. You're methodical, defined, and one of a kind. I'm proud of you, man. And all us boys. Even David's learning how to love. We're all carving our own way, and we've got a lot going for us. Come a long way from taking the bus. To love, to laughter, and to happily ever after, thank you to everyone in the room. Let's hope tomorrow there's one in the womb.
I met these two about 7 years ago, and while they were already dating at the time, I actually met them separately under very different circumstances. The island had just been hit by a huge snowstorm, and my new friend Shauna invited me on an all-girls 4x4ing day. Picture this. 8 gorgeous gals. Out in the sticks, shooting pellet guns, having a huge bonfire. It was girl power. It was everything the Spice Girls sang about in the 90s. Some guy actually riding by asked if he could take a picture with us because, quote, no one's gonna believe this. I ended up in the back seat of the Duramax with Rachel behind the wheel. Now, I drive a little car, so I don't have a great reference for these things, but she had everyone in the truck screaming as she took us over what seemed like huge jumps. Meeting Danny was a little different. A month after that snow day, my boyfriend and I decided to start our house hunt. The very first open house we went to was in Esquimalt. As we walked in the door, we were greeted by a very eager, "Hi, my name's Danny. Do you guys have a realtor?" Here's my card. We didn't know it at the time, but Danny had just gotten his real estate license. It explains why his hands were a little sweaty, and he seemed kind of nervous. But despite that, we must have gotten a really good feeling about this guy with literally no experience, because that's how we became his second ever clients. Those first impressions have stuck with me, and even though they turned out to be completely backwards, they'll always be the nerdy, to me at least, they'll always be the nerdy bow tie wearing realtor and the badass stunt woman driver. I can't imagine a more perfect pairing. Danny, Rachel, being your friend is a joy. You two are so easy to love, and I look forward to what comes next. Auntie Effie is on standby. Please join me in a cheers to the newlyweds. Cheers!
It was the summer of 2015. I was going through a breakup. I found this huge character home with 6 bedrooms, and a bunch of friends promised me they would move in the moment I got possession. And I can say with confidence, I've never been so grateful to have flaky friends. Except for Brett. It was a hot summer day and I was on a Tinder date. Sorry, babe. My phone starts blowing up. And Brett's calling me over and over. I'm like, oh my God, I better take this call. Maybe my house is burning down. And he tells me he has this great buddy who needs a place because he's breaking up with his girlfriend. Or they're breaking up, whatever, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I drunkenly stumble home and set up a makeshift bed for this mysterious man, and I shuffle off to bed. He had vanished before I'd gotten up, but soon all of his limited stuff arrived. I finally met this outgoing, funny, sausage-fingered man. And after a couple weeks of crashing, Daniel asked if he could move into the home permanently, and Danny and Brett created the Turnt Den, which consisted on the top floor of poorly constructed IKEA furniture, a floor bed, and a creepy lounger in the middle room, and 5 individually placed mirrors above his bed for aesthetic. Fast forward to many parties and Danny's awkward escapades. I receive a Facebook message notification. It's Rachel. Hey, Lindsay. Totally out of the blue, but my Auntie Jen tells me you may be on the hunt for some roommates. I'm in the market, and I'm looking for a place to live. Rachel was also leaving a relationship, and I think you may see where this is going. So come Halloween weekend, we now have a full house with 3 new tenants, a cute girl in a Bowser onesie, a John Cena, whatever Drew was wearing, we still figured it out, and our chosen family started to form. But quickly we noticed that Rachel and Danny were spending a suspicious amount of time together. So Mom and Dad sat the kids down and had our version of the birds and the bees talk, which was, do not do it. We didn't want any romantic complications interfering with the blossoming friendships that we created. However, the no hooking up with roommates rule was quickly broken. And to be fair, we should have guessed this would happen when Danny started referring to Rachel as Rachel.
These two have both been very involved in my life, and I'm forever grateful. They're both very special people that are thoughtful, caring, loving, a treat to travel and hang out with. And they deserve a lifetime of happiness and success, and I'd do anything for either of them at the drop of a hat.
So Rachael grew up 15 months behind her big brother Mitch. This meant that she often had to watch while Mitch experienced his firsts. There was Mitch's first Halloween at UBC family housing. Rachael became very upset upon finding that she had to stay home with her dad and give out candy while Mitch went out and collected candy. Then there was a time that Mitch went for a go-kart ride with his dad, and Rachael had to watch from the pits.
What's new?
Yeah.
What's new?
We have a photo of her hanging onto the fence rails, waiting for her turn to ride, but that turn never came. It breaks my heart every time I see that photo. I wonder if you know, dear, how indelibly etched these sorts of memories are, you know. You may be asking yourself, why am I bringing up or reflecting on not so happy times? Well, I have a theory that these events turned Rachael into an adventurous participant. It has been a pleasure to witness Rachael and Danny support each other when life is throwing curveballs and help each other excel. We couldn't be happier for Rachael and Danny and welcome this opportunity to expand our family in such a positive way.
Anybody who's a parent in the room knows the most important thing, I'm going to cry, is for their kids, their children to be happy. And Danny, you make our daughters so incredibly happy, and we love you for that. And we have some new family now, and we're really happy about that too. And Rachael, from the minute you flew out into the world, literally, at 9 pounds 1 ounce, you have been our sunshine. You emanate sunshine. You find the most positive things in everything that's going on. I mean, I've been here for a week. We're planning a wedding. There have been curveballs. There has been zero stress. That says something, and we love you both so incredibly much. You guys have built an incredible life in the short time that you've been together, and it is just incredibly beautiful to watch. So you have all the people dearest to your heart here today. There's people that we have known, Dad and I, for years. We have family that have brought two beautiful, your grandmothers here, and we share your anniversary now, and you share your grandmother and grandfather's anniversary now, November 9th, and because you are very sentimental, and family and friends are the world to you, and you've always emanated that, and you've always shown it. And we have a big, huge family now. And Danny, I don't know, man, you're F. we have a big family. For those who don't know, my mom is one of 17, my dad's one of 12, Tim's dad's one of 10. So there's cousins out there, so there's lots. So welcome, and I would like everybody to raise a glass to not only our daughter, but our new son, Danny Cox.
First of all, I have to give a shout out to my now beautiful wife, Rachael. Wife. It's good to meet you. Okay. She has been working so hard the last basically month to ensure that this day was not only special but incredibly organized. There has been Excel spreadsheets. There's a list of lists for people even. Very organized, this one, and thank goodness, because it would not be what it was today without her. So thank you, and all the calligraphy hand done by Rachael, believe it or not, and everything. I'm extremely lucky. So thank you. Almost 8 years, guys, and here we are. We did it. About time. I keep hearing that phrase. Yeah. Finally.
We've been so lucky to be able to build a life surrounded by the most caring, goofy, driven, cherished, compassionate people, and we're so grateful to call all of you our family and friends. I want to thank my new in-laws, Belle and Ian, for birthing the man of my dreams.
You're quite gentle with me when I've lost my peace, when I'm fighting sleep, and sometimes it's your fears, but I'd not smooth the rough around your edges. My soul is safe and sound with you. My soul is safe and You're my shelter from rain, like an open door to a fireplace, and you'll share your heart with mine, and we'll laugh all night by the fireside. My soul is safe and sound with you. My soul is safe and My soul is safe and sound with you. My soul is safe and sound. I never thought that I would fall so hard, but that's exactly what I did. Now we're together and I can't wait to start the rest of our lives here. So will you take me and will you make me the happiest man in the world? Say, can I take you and can I make you? Can I make you my forever girl? I can't explain how you make me feel, but I can show you anytime that you like. I was nervous, but I know that it's real, and I know because it feels right. You're the one my mama told me would be waiting when I'm ready, and I ain't gonna lie, I didn't believe, but she was right and I was wrong, and now you're here and we're alone, and baby, that's alright with me. So will you take me and will you make me
Amazing.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Go.
Like that.
How many did we catch?
I'm committed. I'm all in.